Okay, section B, question number 11. A small industry makes two types of clothes, normally type A and type B. Each type A makes type A takes 3 hours to produce and uses 6 meters of material, and each type B takes 6 hours to produce and uses 7 meters of material. The workers can work for a total of 6 hours and there is 90 meters of material available. If the profit on a type of cloth of type A cloth is 400 shillings and on type B is 60,000 shillings, find how many of each type should be made for maximum profit. So first we make table to summarize the given information. So number section B, question number 11. So we have type A and type B. So we have A and B. Then we have meters, length, which is length, and time. So length, this is time. This is time, length. This is type. Type A small industry makes two types of clothes, normally type A and type B. Each type A takes 3 hours. Type A takes 3 hours. Time takes 3 hours to produce and uses 6 meters of material. Length is 6, type A. Type B takes 6 hours. 6 hours to produce and uses 7 meters. Here's 7 meters. The workers can work for a total of 6 hours. Total time, so total time is 60 hours and there is 90 meters. Length is 90 meters. Then the profit, if the profit on type A cloth is 4,000 shillings, profit for type A is 4,000. Then for type B is 6,000. So the question is find how many of each type. So we let X be number of clothes for type A and Y be number of clothes for type B. This is step number 1. Number 2, we form constraints. So constraints or inequalities from the given information. First inequality is X, so this A is X and B is Y. So you have 6X plus 7Y. This one is less or equal to 90. We cannot use more than 90. The length is 90. So we can use either less than 90 or exactly 90. And also the second one is 3X plus 6Y. This one is less or equal to 60. Total time is 60. We cannot use more than 60 hours. We can use 60 or less than 60. Then in constraints on negative conditions, X is greater or equal to 0 and Y is greater or equal to 0. Number of clothes cannot be negative, or it can be 0 but not negative, the same as number of clothes for type A and type B. Then we are required to draw the graph by using the constraints. Before drawing the graph, let us identify objective function. Objective function, whether it's to maximize or to minimize. The question is we are required to maximize the profit. So maximize f of x, y, such that 4,000x, this one, 4,000x, then we plus 60,000y. This is our objective function, is to maximize the profit. So first we make table of values. For the first inequality, 6x plus 7y, this one is equal to 10. We put equal sign. The second inequality is 3x plus 6y. This one is equal to 60. X, why we use x and y intercept, 0, then 0. We are required to find the value of x, the value of y when x is equal to 0. So if we substitute here 0, it is 90 divided by 7. 90 divided by 7. Then when the value of y is 0, so 90 divided by 6, it is 15. The second equation is x, y, by using x-intercept. When x is equal to 0, the value of y is 60 divided by 6, which is 10. Then when y equal to 0, the value of x, 60 divided by 3, this one is 20. Then we draw the graph. We draw the graph. This is 0. This one is y-axis, x-axis. First is x is 0, y is 90 divided by 7. 90 divided by 7, it is 12.90 divided by 7. This is 1, 7, then 20, 2, 14, 60.8, 56, then 45, so it is 12.9. So the value of x, the value of x is 0, but y is 12.9. 12.9, this point. Then x is 15, y is 0. X 15, y is 0. Then we join the 2 points by using a straight line. This equation is 6x plus 7y. This one is equal to 90. We put equal sign. The second one is when x is 0, y is 10. This is 12, 10 is somewhere here. And when x is 20, y is 0. X 20, y is 0. Then we join the points by using a straight line. Points by using a straight line. Then we label this. This is 3x plus 6y, which is equal to 60. Then we shade. We have x is greater or equal to 0. We shade it below of this line. And also y is greater or equal to 0. We shade below of this line. We shade the unwanted region, leaving the wanted region clear. The second one is this one. 6x plus 7y is less or equal to 90. So we shade below, above of this line. This line. So we shade above of this one. And wanted region is above of this line. The same as 3x plus 6y is less or equal to 60. We shade this one. So you have corner points, point A, point B, point C, and point D, which is the origin. So corner points. Then we have the objective function, which is 4,000x plus 60,000y. Then we have its value. The first corner point is point A. This is 0, 10. And we have point B. We have point C. We have point D. Point D is 0, 0. And the point C is 15,0. Point B, we solve this one simultaneous equations, or we read these values on the x-axis, y-axis, and x-axis. So if we solve this one, this point, the value of x is 8 and the value of y is 6. Then we substitute this value to the given, to the objective function to find its value. So this is 0 times 4,000 plus 6,000 times 10. This is 60,000. This one is 8 times 4,000 plus 6 times 60,000. Now this is 32,000 plus 36,000, it is 68,000. This one is 15 times 4,000, then plus 6,000 times 0. This one is 60,000. This one is 0 times 4,000 plus 0 times 60,000. This is 0. But our objective function is to maximize, so we are looking for the maximum value, which is 68,000. So in conclusion, from this table, we identify optimal point. Optimal point is point D, point B. 6, 8, 6, and optimal value, the maximum value is 68,000. 68,000. So the question is, if they find how many of each type. For type A, there are 4 type A, then 8 clothes are required, and 4 type B, 6 clothes are required to maximize their profit. Question number 11 is over. Now let us go to question number 12. We have been given the data of 32 students in physics examination. So part A, we are required to prepare frequency distribution table using the class intervals 24 to 29, 30 to 35. Question number 11. Question number 11, part A, frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. Okay. So the table must include the max, class marker, frequency, community frequency, and the fx, product of frequency and the class mark. Because in part D we are required to find the min mark. So we have max, then we have frequency or class mark which is x, we have f, frequency, then cumulative frequency. Because in part C we are required to find to draw the ogive. Then we have product of fx. Class interval starting is 24 to 29. 24 to 29. Then 30 to 35. 30 to 35. Then 36 to 41. 36, 41. Then 42 to 47. 42, 47. Then 48 to 53. 48 to 53. Then 54 to 59. 54 to 59. Then 60 to 65. 60 to 65. The last one is 66 to 71. 66 to 71. Okay, number of frequency for 24 to 29, if you count from the given information of the given data, we have 2. And 30 to 35, we have 4. 36 to 41, it is 7. This is frequency, not class mark. 2, 4, then 7, then 42 to 47. 42 to 47 is 4. Then 48 to 53, it is 6. Then 54, 59 is 5. Then 60 to 65, it is 3. 66 to 71, it is 1. Then when you add this one, this is 60, 13, 17, 23, 28, then 31, 32. Yeah, the given data is 32. So this one is correct. Then cumulative frequency, this is 2. We add 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 7, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. 17 plus 6, 23. 23 plus 5, 28. 28 plus 3, 31. 31 plus 1, it is 32. Then class marker, we take 24 plus 29 divided by 2. 24 plus 29, this is 3. This is 4, 5. If we divide it by 2, this is 2. 4, 13, 26.5. 26.5. Then we have the second with 30 to 35. If we add 65 divided by 2, 32.2. 32.2. So we keep on adding 6. This is 38.2, 44.2, not 0.2.5. This is 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5. If we add 6, 50.5. This one is 56.5, and this one is 62.5. The last one is 68.5. Fx, we take f times x. This one you multiply. When you multiply 26.5 times 2, it is 53. Then 32.5 times 4, if you multiply it is 130. Then 38.5 times 7, it is 269.5. Then 44.5 times 4, it is 178. Then 50.5 times 6, it is 303. 56.5 times 28, it is 282.5. Then 62.5 times 3, it is 187.5. Then 68.5 times 1, it is 68.5. So part A is over. Then part B. Part B is draw the histogram. Instagram. This is we draw Instagram frequency. Face as well against cross mark. Frequency. Highest frequency is 7. So the interval of 1 centimeter to 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. Cross mark